Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome in. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for Tuesday, March the 19th. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid, so this message could play out today or could take place at any point in time, but let's get into it and let's talk about these energies. We've got the spring equinox today, and so happy birthday to my Aries collective out there. We are officially going to be in Aries season tonight at 2307 minutes. And so we're kind of in this energy of moving forward, but I do feel we've got some energy we need to work through first. And so we've got the sun entering into Aries in the 5th house of Pisces at 22 degrees 59. And so I do feel there's this energy that is creating a very strong desire for self-expression, authentic self-expression. But with the moon also moving into Leo, I do feel the energy can be a little bit dramatic, a little bit theatrical. There might be some childish, selfish energy coming up, 111. So watch your words, watch your thoughts. But we do have the moon still in Cancer for most of the day, forming a trine to Neptune and a trine to the sun, and then it will move into Leo later this afternoon. And so this is some very shadowy karmic energy. I feel we're going to have the moon in Leo opposite Pluto in Aquarius at 1 degree 39. And so the energy is very rambunctious for the ram. It's very rambunctious. And so think of Aries energy. It is Mars ruled. And so Mars does symbolize energy, health. It symbolizes the masculine fighting principle, the fighting spirit. It does symbolize leadership. And so I feel in a lower vibration, Larry's, that's interesting. Aries could lack deliberation and patience. I don't know why that Larry come out, but my dad's name was actually Larry. Anyway, I do feel there is like some chaos and some competition. There might be some conflict going on before a brand new beginning here. But I do feel this energy of being at odds. It does feel very conflicting. It feels very frustrating. It feels very challenging. And I do feel there is kind of like a need to face any challenges head on. And so I also feel somebody here could be coming into some type of an illumination of some type of an illusion where maybe they've been too naive, maybe a little bit impulsive, which could have led to some type of careless actions. But I do feel you're going to want to watch your words and your actions, because if you play into the ram energy of the Aries, it could worsen a situation. So don't be too focused on competition. That was a big message I journaled about. Don't be too focused on competition and winning. That 5 of Swords is, hey, I'm going to win at all costs. And, you know, when you are losing sight of the bigger picture, you will kind of end up in a lose-lose situation. And so be willing to take risks. Be willing to face struggles. Be willing to face obstacles. 313 on the timer. But I do feel right now we're in this portal of being able to better understand our specific situations that we're kind of purging and clearing during this eclipse portal, which is going to be all personal to your own journey. There's a lot of family karma coming up, I feel, this week to be purged in the energies. 333 now on the timer. And so you might find yourself really struggling between your higher self and lower desires, or being tempted by the devil. And I think that was yesterday's daily message. And so this is just a carry on, I feel. So you're going to want to be mindful, because we do have the ability right now, I feel, collectively to overcome lower urges, lower desires connected to temptation, addictions, and materialism and greed. But there is a need to stop giving in to negative self-destructive behaviors, right? And we can all be self-destructive at times. And so I feel right now we must confront our negative patterns, our negative desires, in order to stand up for ourselves and assert some boundaries. So where do you need to confront some addictions, right? And so addictions can be people. You can be addicted to people. You can be addicted to money. You can be addicted to drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, porn. You can be addicted to video games, anything in excess that's unhelpful or unhealthy, or anything that might be harmful behaviors that might hurt yourself and others. So we do have to kind of overcome external challenges. And as the saying goes, as within, so without. And so if your inner world is in a state of conflict, you might become reactive, and that might be very challenging within your physical reality. But I do feel right now we're all on the precipice of needing to face a difficult decision, or needing to face and learn a difficult lesson. And so right now I feel we're being presented with two paths. right? We can visibly see the timeline split. I still can't get that Larry out of my head. That's so funny. But I do feel there is a need to choose between short-term and lustful gratification, which would be the devil energy, or long-term success. And so I was really shown the Seven of Wands, which would be the energy of choosing to guard yourself and choosing to stay focused or standing up for yourself. But you got to be willing to go after your goals too. So let's jump in with the cards. Let's see what else needs to come through for the collective today. Before doing that, I would like to mention there is an option now to join the channel membership. If you would like to become a channel member, I would love to have you join me on the other side, where I go live every Thursday at noon, sometimes Friday if I miss a Thursday or need to reschedule. But it's just a nice, fun place to all get together, to all grow, for me to go live, where you get access to extra bonus content. And so please don't forget to like, comment on, share the videos, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, because it does help to circulate the videos. If you would like to book a reading, there is now a new webpage and an option to book direct from the webpage. So go check it out. I noticed 606. So self-regulation. That message came through a few days ago. Oh, and cut your losses. We got Taurus energy and we got Aries energy. So you might want to be mindful to where these two energies are at in your chart. Taurus can be very stubborn. So we're in this energy of being exalted, rainbow blessings, I feel. We've got a full moon in Libra coming up next Monday. I believe it is on the 25th. And so we are going to have to cut some losses here, guys. We've got some big energies playing out with the North Node this week, and Chiron and Mercury and Chiron. And we're going to have an exceptionally long period of time to be able to, you know, cut our losses. And so we've got moon in detriment coming through, and we've got moon exalted. And so we kind of got to go to the depths of the bottom of the ocean in order to become exalted. And so I do feel there's full moon energy, and you're going to want to watch your words coming up here. So let's get a couple of these cards. We'll start off with the Moonology messages oracle deck 707. Those things are just so loud today. Let's get a couple of cards here and let's see what needs to come through for a message. So keep in mind, this is not sign specific, guys. 717. Oh my God. It is not sign specific, although I will call it zodiac sign. So look at that. Abundance. We are in like a major portal, I feel, within the next, you know, couple of moon cycles, full moon, new moon cycles, eclipse cycles, to really manifest unlimited abundance. But it does require maybe letting something go, might require taking a risk. And then we get shadow work, and it's definitely going to require some shadow work. And so we are in some very shadowy karmic terrain. And so right now we're kind of in this energy of having to heal abandonment wounds, rejection wounds. I'm going to go further into that for tomorrow's message. And so we kind of need to trust in the higher power right now, because we are releasing blocks. And so when it comes to eclipse portals, we are required to kind of do nothing. Eclipses come in and they kind of work their magic for us. So we're kind of being asked right now, I feel, to do nothing, 818, to just allow the higher power to let anything fall away out of your life that needs to fall away. But it might also require taking a risk. So let's go a little bit further here with the energy oracle deck, and we get the base chakra with the magician and the mirror. And so there is a lot of mirroring going on, right? And that is that mirror of as within, so without. And so if you want peace in your life, then you might need to self-regulate your emotions. And so self-regulation can be difficult if you grew up in a childhood home that was riddled with abuse, chaos, and conflict. I know even sometimes I have a hard time self-regulating in the heat of some very intense energy shifts. But I feel right now we have an opportunity to alchemize a wound, to get really honest. I feel Knight of Swords energy, and so communication might be brash and harsh over the next coming days, 9/11, as we kind of go into these deep-seated fears, base chakra fears, insecurity issues. Self-worth is huge coming up here. And so it is also this, look at that, look at the mirror. 3553. So there's a lot of mirroring going on right now, for sure, without a doubt. So let's get a couple of these cards. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time talking, probably because we're almost in the pre-shadow. We're in the pre-shadow Mercury retrograde, and I am a Mercury in Aries. So what else needs to come through here for the collective? Oh, we do have a balancing of some masculine and feminine energies, and I do feel this is triggering some hostilities. Ooh, financial constraints are likely also causing some arguments, some hostilities. And so you are going to want to keep yourself in check. You are going to want to watch your words. You are going to want to stay balanced and grounded and rooted in integrity, I feel, over the coming days. And so there might be some hostile communication coming forward. I think get ready to defend yourself. That's kind of got the Seven of Wands vibes. But I do feel there is also this energy of somebody is cutting through the forest. Maybe you can't see the forest through the trees, but somebody's cutting through illusions, cutting through the forest. And I do feel like a Page of Wands energy there. Oh yeah, somebody's cutting through illusions to get ready to walk the temple path. And so there is some deep shadow work going on here. There is a lot of mirroring going on here. And I do feel there is victory after all of these challenges, but you're going to have to face these challenges head on. And so how can you face these challenges head on? We are closing out a major cycle connected to patterns within our family lineage. We are getting ready to close out an entire era, the age of Pisces, going into the age of Aquarius. And so somebody here is at the crossroads. Two of Wands energy. So what path do you want to choose? Because somebody here has a pathway, I feel an option to stop looking back, to walk the pathway of the mystic, of the healer. It's a 2 energy. And so somebody is at a major crossroads. So it's kind of time to embrace the journey. And maybe the journey is going towards blossoming abundance, but we also have to heal these self-worth issues. So we could have a feminine here that might be stepping into some type of leadership role within the community, and maybe her teaching skills are all about love and trusting in a higher power. Let's go a little bit further into the tarot, but I do feel a perspective shift. I do feel somebody here is getting a wake-up call. Definitely it's a need to heal some type of abandonment or rejection wound coming through. We get the 5 of Pentacles, and so we've got looks like a feminine on the card. And I do feel keeps looking back to the past. And so it's like you've got your heart all caged up here, going back to something that I feel has brought you a lot of dissatisfaction. We get the Star reversed, Aquarian energy. I feel it's kind of time to come out of the dark night of the soul. It's time to face reality. And it's time to graduate a lesson and to maybe learn something new and to uncage yourself from an old belief, an old pattern. But let's do 9 cards here and let's see what needs to come through. I think blocks are being removed. And so I do feel somebody is definitely being guided by spirit to move forward out of a situation that I feel has created a deep sense of lack, a deep sense of wounding or abandonment. Let's do 9 cards and let's see what needs to come through. The Wreath of Laurel. So somebody here is coming out on top, definitely, after I feel maybe a long period of darkness, of void. Temperance. So we get Sagittarian energy right out the gate. And what I heard was stand under my umbrella. We get the 8 of Pentacles in reversed. And we get the King of Wands. So this King of Wands is very passionately taking action, I feel. Turning his back on a situation, I feel, that's no longer worth an investment. Oh, the 9 of Cups in reversed. So there's those addictions, healing addictions. There's that Knight of Wands, dead central energy, jumping through a burning ring of fire. Ooh, the Knight of Pentacles in reversed. What is going on here? We get the 2 of Cups. I feel twin energy. We get the Tower. Oh my God. And we get the Devil. And so somebody here is in some type of toxic partnership. Bottom of the deck, we get the King of Cups. I feel somebody here is hollow inside. And look at the tentacles. I always feel devil energy with the octopus tentacles, Medusa energy. And so there's some truth, I feel, coming through. Some higher conscious truth. The labyrinth of the mind, a snail energy. So somebody here has unlocked a key to higher consciousness. And I do feel they're in a lot of shadowy terrain in the subconscious. Somebody here has gotten into somebody's head, I feel. The Devil has gotten into somebody's head. Maybe a Queen of Wands has gotten into somebody's head. But I do feel we've got a true pair. We got a King and Queen of Wands. I also feel we could have a masculine here that's clinging to a tower. I feel this is the energy is what is being felt. So we get a 2 of Cups with the Tower and the Devil. So there is like some type of trauma bond here that needs to be released. I feel a King of Wands retracting from an investment. This could be about building connections in the World Wide Web. But I feel somebody here is in some type of tangled web oh, what a twisted web we weave when we hold on to a connection that needs to go, right? And so what I see here is two people clinging to something. Maybe you're clinging to a partnership. Maybe this person activated your Kundalini. I always feel Kundalini energy. I do feel twin, but I feel somebody's holding on to a false twin connection. I don't think this is a real twin soul connection. I feel somebody's clinging to a burning building. And it's kind of the energy too when we break up a family structure, when parents get divorced and somebody, leaves a home situation or a child has to experience divorce. It's like the whole house goes up in flames. So somebody here is like clinging to a burning building. And there's a need to break free from some type of toxic entanglement. And so I feel somebody is quickly departing a situation that they know they can no longer invest in. Something here does need to die away. And I do feel there's a lot of deep inner child healing. And so healing from some type of an illusion or a belief all the way back from childhood. And so I do feel a lot of inner child wounds are coming up for healing. And so somebody here I feel is also engaging themselves from some type of toxic partnership. We get the Nine of Cups reversed and the Two of Cups upright. So I feel tempering some type of an illusion. We do have a Seven of Cups at play here with the Temperance. And so there is a need to get grounded, to alchemize a lesson. I feel there's a need to withdraw. Maybe there's a masculine here that has gone through a transformation while in the dark night of the soul, playing into addictions. And you don't want to be tempted by the devil right now, because somebody here is trying to get somebody twisted all up in a web of lies is what I'm feeling, a web of lies. And so we definitely have a masculine here coming into some truth about, I feel, a counterpart and what needs to die away in order for this rebirth. And so we are in a pivotal moment of profound transformation, and I feel ascension energy. And so memories of Atlantis is what I just heard. And so past life memories of Atlantis. So I feel we've got immediate action needs to be taken. And I feel somebody here is taking immediate action. We do have the eclipses coming up. So let's clarify this Knight of Wands. Oh yeah, somebody's breaking out of the cage. Oh my goodness. Yeah. A self-imposed prison. So we got, I think we've got a masculine here that definitely is bossing up. Seven of Wands is a teacher of the teacher. We get the Nine of Pentacles in reversed. And so I do feel somebody here maybe has been so afraid of taking action, of maybe giving up some type of level of independence. But I do feel maybe somebody is growing up from their player ways as well. I also feel closing out a 7-year cycle. And so there's codependency issues here that need to be addressed. I feel somebody feels like all eyes are on them, and they might be being haunted by the past. I feel this is definitely about love, and somebody needs to break free from an old mindset. I feel ascension energy, and I feel somebody is breaking free. 7, 8, 7. So I feel somebody's really held on to something. I feel secrets are coming out. You're not going to be able to hide from this truth coming out. And I do feel this is all divinely got to change. And so somebody here is breaking out of a cage. I feel the curtain has been lifted and the divine is saying it's time for justice. It's time for some type of rebalancing. It's time for some truth to come out. So let's clarify the devil. Three of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. It's kind of time to do this deep-seated heart healing in the Judgment. And so we're getting a major wake-up call. The wheels are spinning. Things are already set in motion. And so it really is time to go through this judgment, right, of the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups, and to go through this healing journey. And then we get the Five of Wands. And so there is going to be a fight. There is going to be a battle. And maybe this is just an internal battle, internal chaos. I do feel we've got that full moon coming up, and we got that octopus energy again. Somebody here really needs to face their inner demons. And I do think the veil has been lifted. Somebody here is in a state of brokenheartedness. I do think this hurts. There's some type of betrayal. There's some type of trauma bond getting broken free from. And I don't think you have all of the answers yet. And so there's a lot of grief washing over the collective. There is a need to just take a pause and take a deep breath and to breathe and to heal. And I think be willing to submerge yourself in whatever emotions are being asked to be released. So do nothing but flow through the energies and trust your intuition. There is a cycle here that needs to complete. Somebody here is not mastering a lesson, is not learning a lesson. Could be a Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Leo. But it's kind of time to open up the curtain, to look at this, to look at this at face value. So maybe you receive poor advice. Maybe you've not been listening to the messages and the signs and the things from Spirit. But once you remove the blocks, there's a beautiful uncaging. So this is about self-love. And so somebody here might have left a big hole in your heart. And, you know, some people come to water the garden. Some people come to pick fruit out of the garden. And some people come to just trample the garden. And so you got to decide who is worth your time. I do feel somebody here is going through some type of rebirth. And I just feel like the tea is getting spilled. Like the tea is coming to light. So I feel whatever was hidden is coming to light. Let's get a closing message. Let's get one last message from Spirit and see what else needs to come through today. There is victory here, but it does require making a decision. So what's the final message for the collective today? Could be dealing with the Pisces. Keep a journal. Keep a journal of your thoughts. Keep a journal, because I do feel we are in the precipice of some type of epiphany that is going to allow you to gain a new perspective about a certain situation. And so try to look through the lens to see all points of view, right? But don't look at the lens as black and white. I do feel we are in a major purification period where we are breaking away from toxic people, toxic situations. Get ready to break free from anything that isn't serving your highest good. Because I do feel there's a treasure going into the pain of the heart, right? The heart's treasure is the gift of the knowledge of the lesson. And so I think be grateful for the lesson that is being learned, because it is affording you a chance to recognize a pattern and to consciously choose to do something differently. And that's kind of what I have for a message today. So I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, check out the description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.